We're here because free speech is under attack. We're here because people are being convinced that socialism works. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup. This is the raw, naked truth.
White House denials, Afghanistan fallout, and more. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lupkin, and here's the news you need to know. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis signed a bill Monday giving him control of a special taxing district that had allowed Walt Disney World self-governing power for decades. DeSantis and his fellow Republicans pushed through the legislation after Disney's top executives came out against a bill that forbids teaching about sexual orientation or gender identity from kindergarten to third grade. Critics made up the name for the legislation, Don't Say Gay, even though those words never appear in the legislation. Under the bill DeSantis signed Monday, the governor can appoint the 5-member board overseeing government services in the district containing Disney's Florida theme park properties. Today, the corporate kingdom finally comes to an end, DeSantis said. There's a new sheriff in town, and accountability will be the order of the day. The White House continued to deny that COVID came from China's Wuhan lab, saying there was no agreement yet within the Biden administration about the origins of the coronavirus pandemic. The statement came after the Energy Department had concluded that the COVID-19 virus most likely originated with a leak from a Chinese lab. The FBI has come to the same conclusion. 2 other agencies remain undecided. There is not a consensus right now in the U.S. government about exactly how COVID started, National Security Council spokesman John Kirby said. We're not there yet, he added. A White House spokesperson, Karine Jean-Pierre, stated that she was not authorized to comment. Meanwhile, a Chinese virologist who sounded the alarm in early 2020 about where the coronavirus came from said the U.S. has reached a milestone achievement after the classified intelligence report from the Energy Department was released. Dr. Li Meng-Yan stated that the Chinese government intentionally manufactured and released the COVID-19 virus, leading to nationwide shutdowns and deaths. Hyundai has recalled 65,517 Genesis SUVs and sedans over faulty seatbelt pre-extensions, which tighten the belt in a crash that can explode in some accidents, according to the National Highway Transportation Safety Administration. The explosions can cause metal fragments to enter the vehicle occupant compartment, which may result in injury to vehicle occupants, the NHTSA said in its report. Hyundai told the NHTSA it would notify owners of the vehicles in April and offer free repairs at authorized Hyundai dealerships. This is not the first time that Hyundai has seen issues with exploding seatbelts. The South Korean automaker had to recall 239,000 cars in May 2022 over a similar problem with pretensioners in Accent and Elantra models. The Biden administration's August 2021 bug out from Afghanistan was abrupt and uncoordinated, giving locals the impression the U.S. was simply handing Afghanistan over to the Taliban government in waiting, according to a security watchdog report released Monday. The report by the Special Inspector General for Afghanistan Reconstruction found the withdrawal announced by President Biden in April of that year destroyed the morale of Afghan soldiers and police who had long relied on the U.S. military's presence for their own protection, as well as to ensure the Kabul government paid their salaries. The withdrawal announced by President Biden destroyed the morale of the soldiers and police. Because of that, Ghani's former national security advisor told the watchdog Biden's withdrawal announcement was a shock to us because prior to that, U.S. officials had consistently, at every opportunity, assured the Afghan government that they were committed to an independent and democratic Afghanistan. More than $7 billion worth of U.S.-provided military equipment fell into the hands of the Taliban as a result, the Defense Department Inspector General estimated in a report last year. The U.S. had spent $18.6 billion arming the Afghanistan military since 2002, according to the Inspector General report. This report gives a problem to the administration as they support the Ukrainian military because it shows that the Biden administration is capable of abandoning their commitments on a moment's notice. That's the Raw Naked Truth. You can catch every episode of The Raw Naked Truth at xvadio.com/podcasts, the Apple Podcasts app, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Audible, Amazon Music, and other platforms that respect freedom of speech. We'll see you next time.